All right, chip of the day. We have a MAX7219, a serial interface 8-digit LED display driver. Yeah, so here you would have an 8-digit display and just one chip that can drive those whole 8 digits, all the numbers you need in them. So it's got 8 segments that drive it's a 7-segment display plus 1 decimal point, which is 8 digits, or 8 segments. And then there are 8 digits, so it's 8 by 8. And you can set it so it has a particular drive current, so it drives the LEDs with a constant current, set by this resistor. And then you can just talk to it with clock data and select. So there you go. So these are pretty cool parts. They're actually pretty common, and you can use them for all sorts of things. Let me show you the block diagram. So, get this all on camera here. So you talk to this thing, there's a chip select, and then a data in and clock, so it's a shift register, so you shift all your data in, and then it has segment drivers and digit drivers, and it decodes with ROM, so you give it a number, and it knows to take a BCD number and change that into a 7-segment display thing, so it's got that built in. You can actually tell it what intensity do you want from 0 to FF. You can set the brightness of the display with a pulse width modulation. So it's a really nice part. All right, and here's all the data sheet, shows you all the things you need to know. But what you want to see is one going. So let's get one going. All right, so here's the chip here. It's a big chip. And you said, but wait, it's an 8-digit, 7-segment display, like all these guys. Nope. We're going to use it a different way. We're going to use it as 8 digits, 8 segments, but we're going to use the 8 and 8. And so you can do that also with this part, which is what I want to do with it. So I wrote a little program using one of my ATtiny 814s. Okay. So let's put some power on this thing. All right, so our little Tiny is running a program now. And let's move this over. And let me put a neutral density filter on top of this thing so it's easier to see. And there you go. I'll go through the whole thing. The first thing it's going to do is make some squares. And then it's going to do some evens and odds. And then it's going to ramp the intensity. So the first two were at an intensity level set at 5. And then I ramped from 1 to FF in intensity. You can see that ramping up here. So the part is very flexible. You don't have to use that ROM that converts BCD into 7 segments. You can just write straight binary to it, which is what we're doing here. And so we could create any character we want in here. Now these modules you can just buy off the shelf. I don't know what they're called, but they're an 8x8 LED matrix. And these things are stackable. So because this thing is serial, okay, you can just daisy chain together. So this connector and this connector are basically the same. It just daisy chains things all together, and then you can have multiples of these addressed differently on each one. Don't know exactly how that works. I think it's just one big shift register that shifted all the way through, but I don't know. I only have one of them. So there you go. And then you would stack them side by side like this. You'd have the connectors up and down and up and down, up and down, like that. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, very fancy part, and you can do a lot with it. All right, quick video, chip of the day, a MAX7219.